Well, welcome, Gemini. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And I got lost there for a minute. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a personal growth reading, so we'll take a look at blocks, obstacles, fears, strengths, advice, what you don't see, where it leads. And keep in mind, this is a general reading. I'm making room here. And so it may or may not resonate, but do check your other placements, because this type of reading is definitely, you can get more information. Even if this does resonate, your other placements can give you a little bit more information on the situation to help you out. But anyway, just an idea, because these are a little bit different. And let's get started here. I'm using Somnia Tarot today. I also do personal readings. My link to my website's below. Okay, what do our Gemini need to know? What do our Gemini need to know? Okay. 2 cards for the blocks. 5 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Fears and obstacles, please. Ace of Cups. 2 of Swords. Strengths. Page of Swords. 4 of Cups. Interesting. Advice. Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. What you don't see. 4 of Pentacles. And where does this lead? Okay. There's kind of an interesting little energy here. I'm just looking at the cards overall. So, okay, so Empress is at the bottom of the deck. You know, I mean, I feel like there is something that you are nurturing, but there's something that feels very out of balance here, because your blocks are 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, and that's like energy of almost like fueling the flame. I feel like in this case, it's like there's something going on here where you're trying to put out the flame, but something keeps fueling it. So you're trying to make a choice. You're trying, because these are blocks, and you can't make this decision until you feel like you can put out this flame, but this flame keeps firing up, and it's messing with you a little bit. And when I say messing with you, it's like I just want this to kind of like settle down. I'm trying to make that happen. I can't make any choices until this settles down, and it's not settling down, because every time you turn around, something happens again, and you're like, no, I need this to settle down. And that's the feeling I'm getting, like this. And what it's doing is it's keeping you from making another decision or another choice that could lead to something better. And that's the problem, is that you feel like you need to constantly go back to this 5 of Wands energy of, I need to settle this down, and it just comes back up, and I need to settle. And it's some kind of situation where you feel like you're the person that needs to handle it, and you keep putting your energy back to it. And because you keep putting your energy back to it, you're unable to move forward and make a decision that could make a difference. Your obstacles and fears are Ace of Cups and 2 of Swords. Again, the 2 of Swords is following right underneath it, landed right underneath that 7 of Cups, which tells me again, stopping and making that choice is really, you're unable to do it until you do this, until you jump this obstacle of making this decision. You're not going to move forward. Now, the Ace of Cups to me is almost like a fear. Like, will I still, find something I love? This could be person, this could be thing, job, project, idea, but it could be a person too. But it's more like a fear of losing either losing something, or the fear of not finding something or replacing something, because this energy of this constantly having to put out this is tiring you, and you know it, you know what this is, you know exactly what this is. And it's like, oh god, this is just too much, I can't keep going back to this, but you do. And I think it's out of responsibility, because there's some kind of responsibility you feel here that you need to do. So it would be something like, an older child. And when I say an adult child, where you feel like they keep having issues and you keep having to help them. And it's not like you can just walk away from that, right? It's like you feel like you really need to do this. Now, at some point, right, I have adult kids, so I that's why I used it. Like, sometimes you just have to say, I'm done. I can't keep doing that. But at the same time, you worry about your kids. So there's this definitely push-pull here. And it could be something else, but that's just an example of something that you feel like you need to take care of it. But the fear too, like, if you don't, what will happen? You're worried about that. Ace of Cups means that you're worried about someone not loving you if you don't take care of it, or you're worried about, making them mad, something like that. And it's a fear. The obstacle is the Two of Swords, which is like, until I make a choice, I'm just stuck. And you're going to stay stuck until you do. The strengths that you have, and these are kind of odd. The Page of Swords tells me that you have the ability to figure it out, because the Page of Swords is pretty smart and can figure things out fairly quickly. And the Four of Cups, though, is lack of focus. And I'm not sure, like, how this is beneficial. I'm trying to think of how this could be a strength. But I think sometimes when I feel like it's getting in the way, though. I feel like you not seeing what else is out there is kind of getting in your way. So I don't feel like it's a strength. I don't. It came up in the strengths, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's another reminder that you need to focus on you, and because if you don't, and maybe that's what it is the strength would be to focus on yourself so that you don't trip and fall. See, he's got that rope right there, and he's blindfolded, and he's carrying a heavy weight. And I think once you realize that, and that's probably something you have within you to do, and that's why it's coming up as a strength. I can focus on this, because once you do, you'll be able to take the blindfold off and take care of yourself too. And what you have to remember is, if you don't take care of yourself, for instance, if it is a child, you don't take care of yourself, you're not taking care of them either. We have to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of our children. That's just an example, but we can't help others, period, no matter who they are to us, until we take care of us. If we stumble and we fall, then who's going to take care of us? And then if you really feel like you need to help someone, you can't, if that makes sense. So you do have the strength to do this, and that's what that's saying, that you have the ability to do that, and it's within you. It's not like that far-fetched. And the other thing is, you have you can work this out, because the Page of Swords is, again, very, very, very smart. So what you don't see is the Four of Pentacles. And this thing is that I feel like you have enough tools to do all of the things you need to do. You have everything saved away, stacked away. And this can be memories, this can be lessons learned, this can be tools, this can be the smarts, this can be money, it can be anything. But you've kind of taken everything that you need, and know this, that you have everything you need. You've collected it, and you have it, and it's safe. So I think it's saying that since you don't, face your fears, because you're not going to lose anything, if you face your fears. I mean, I could put a little, if this is a relationship of any kind, like, like I said, child, friend, it could put a strain on it for a hot second. But I don't think by that Four of Pentacles being there, it says that you have everything you need. So don't put too much worry into moving forward and doing something for yourself. So the advice is the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is saying move slowly though. So the Knight of Pentacles is about slow movement and planting seeds as you go. And that's what needs to happen here. I think you keep trying to put this fire out too fast. Instead, start planting seeds on where you need to go, so that if it is helping this other person or doing something for someone else, or this flame, this problem that keeps arising, you need to start moving away from it, but do it slowly. This is saying do not do it fast. There is no fast cards here. Don't do this fast. Do it slow. Do it methodical, and do it with intent. And then the King of Cups is telling us to be empathetic, be loving, be caring, but be a leader while you're doing that. In other words, don't let the love and empathy be a weakness. Let it be a strength. Does that make sense? Like, it's okay to love and to care and to give that to somebody, but make sure you do it with a leader type attitude. Like it, you know what I mean? Um, because I feel like that this has to happen. But it's saying you don't have to do this and be mean and be, a King of Swords. You can be a King of Cups, but it's a king. So in other words, it's mature. It's, yes, I can love you and I can care about you, but I need to do this, and it doesn't mean I don't love you and I don't care about you. And I can be compassionate, but I also have to be strong for everything else around me and for myself. So where it leads, I know, it leads to the strength. And that's okay, because I feel like with this energy, you need to know that you are strong. And I think that's what it leads to, is the idea that I am strong. I can do this. And I'm going to pull another one to see what comes after this. Sometimes I regret this, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, which these two cards to me go together with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. You can reach your goals with the Nine of Pentacles. That means you can be successful, you can reach your goals. And the Strength card is the first stop, and then this is the second stop. So what the Strength card though tells you is that you will get to a point where you can do this, and you can do it in a loving way, because we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. And you will do everything the way the way it's intended to be done. I feel like that's being able to open your eyes to the obstacles in your way, because you can't allow yourself to fall, trip, lose everything you have for someone else, because you can't help them if you don't have any of your tools. So don't lose your tools. So there you have it, Gemini. I hope this resonated. Please let me know if it did. Please comment, hit the like button. I appreciate all of the things. Take care. Have a beautiful day.